Hey friends, on this Thanksgiving Day, I just wanted to share a little bit about my learning journey with you all and how thankful I am for documents and social media and teachers and people out there teaching the truth. And so I'm 53 years old, and I was about 1 year old when Wounded Knee 1973, when the occupation by AIM was going on. And when Russell Means shared his speech to the Senate in 1989, I shared that on here too. I was like a junior in high school, I believe. And now it's 2025, and I've been learning a lot about the content that I've been sharing with you because everything that I share on here is something that I'm learning too. And I'm thinking, well, if I never learned it before, probably somebody else out there hasn't either. So, as a kid, I always had a curiosity about Native Americans, and I was drawn to learning more about them. And like, if we were playing cowboys and Indians, I always wanted to be on the Indians team as a kid. Like, it's almost like something deep inside me knew that they were living the right way and all that. So, but back then, like, information didn't travel like it does now. Like, we can have access to so much information. Some of it good information, some of it probably not so good. But when I was growing up, we had our whitewashed textbooks, and I went to a very white school, and when we were learning about it in school, it was almost as if they were teaching about Native Americans or Indigenous Americans or First Nation Americans, however you want to say it, in past tense, like they're no longer here. And so I didn't even realize, but I was going to school with some Native American students. I just thought we're all just people, like the whole colorblind thing. So a lot of you know that I ended up going from a very white high school to a very not white college, actually an HBCU. That means, if you don't know, a historically black college or university. And the one I went to was FAMU. And I learned so much inside and outside the classroom there. And I was so lost in college because not was I only the white kid in most of my classes, that wasn't it, but because I was a new student in college and I was the first in my family to go to college. So thankfully, I had a group of friends on my softball team who are still my good friends today, and we all stay in touch and meet each other once in a while, but they helped to guide me and teach me on how college worked. And one thing I didn't really understand while I was there was what major should I pick, because I had no idea what I wanted to be when I grew up. So I changed my major like 9 times and ended up with an AA degree, a 2-year degree with a lot of credits and good grades, but I had no idea what direction I wanted to take. So at this time, I was in social work. That was my major at the time, which I now have like a minor in. So one of the assignments I had when I was doing the social work major, I had this amazing, awesome, beautiful teacher that I really respected and looked up to, and I still do to this day. I forgot her name. It was like so long ago, but she gave us papers to do and topics, and mine was Native Americans and alcoholism. So I thought, oh, that's cool. I would like to learn more about that. So back in 1992, I didn't have a computer. The internet was not like it is today. You can't just like Google something and find things to write about. So I had to go to the library. I just hated going to the libraries because I even felt sick when I went in libraries, because just finding information that was good, I was not good at it. And I wasn't a great reader. Like I was actually a pretty bad reader, because I will read the words, but it's like the information is not going in my head. So I guess I found some books and I wrote a paper, and back then we had to put them on note cards and make an outline, and like it was so tedious. And I'm better at it now because I'm a tutor and I've been practicing a lot. But anyway, I worked my booty off on that paper and I turned it in. And then when we got our papers back, my teacher, who I said, she was one of my favorites. She gave me a look. I think she still gave me a decent grade, but like she gave me a look of disapproval. Like I felt terrible because like I really remember working so hard on it, but looking back, I think I know what happened, and I'm sure it was that the information that I got from the book was whitewashed and racist, because there wasn't a lot of information that I didn't know how to get information from Native Americans, so I was just looking for books, and it was probably like blaming Native Americans for becoming alcoholics, or saying that I don't even remember what I put in there, but I'm sure it was probably racist and I didn't even know it. So I wanted to share that because I feel like a lot of us, like my age, older, and even some younger, a lot of us have not really learned the truth. We've learned from whitewashed books. And I'm learning so much as an adult. And I just want to encourage everybody out there, like, if you make a mistake, don't let it make you stop learning. I mean, decide to learn more. Decide to learn more about what you don't know about. And it is life-changing. And so that's why I am dedicated to learning more and more about Native Americans, different tribes, different cultures, and sharing it with you. And I love that I can find newsletters that were written by people who were at places when it happened. So it's more like a primary source than through the lens of a secondary source who interprets it their way from their perspective. And I'm getting it straight from the mouths or the hands or the typing of people that were there and through their lens instead of through the lens of history that only shows the oppressor side. So I'm so excited for our future because we're all learning the truth now, and the younger ones, I see, like, when I'm teaching them, I look at the curriculum, and I live in Florida, right? So I saw some history classes where they were talking about the Black Panthers in a good way, like, not, oh, a bunch of cop killers out there, you know, whatever, carrying guns. They were talking about the free breakfast program. And and I'm seeing, like, a lot of the things that they're reading is about Native Americans, like the truth. And so I'm really encouraged that, I know, like, our school systems are not the greatest right now, but teachers are trying their best. And if it's in Florida curriculum and we're learning the truth about some things that I didn't learn about when I was a kid, that's progress. I know we can still do better, but anyway. So the past 5 years for me has been an incredible learning journey, just from learning from Native TikTok and, you know, like, all the sources I found. And I'm so thankful for today on Thanks-Taking. I'm so thankful for the information that we have access to now. Freedomarchives.org has a lot of original stuff. And I have learned that the civil rights movement has never ended. We're still in it, and we still need to keep fighting. They try to end it with COINTELPRO and assassinations, but it's still happening. We're still in it. So we really need to join together, all of us, because we should all know now that the government doesn't care about us unless we got money. So keep up the fight. Love you all, and I'm thankful for you all too.
The gods of my tribe have spoken. They have said, do not trust the pilgrims, especially Sarah Miller.
Gary, she's changing the words.
And for all these reasons, I've decided to scalp you and burn your village to the ground.
Children, can't stop it! You're destroying my text!
He's not a team player.
Well, he's a special child, but he needs friends.
He needs friends like this?
I beg your pardon.